Okay, so we're gonna watch some CEV Cup pool play stuff, whatever. It's this team, I'm not even gonna say the name, versus Luneburge. So German team versus Polish team. On the Polish team, we got Fornal. Where is he? Fornal, one of the best players in the world, in my opinion. Not sure who this guy is. Maybe I'll look into that later. Lukasz, I think he's a Polish guy. And then Tony Udi, the backup French setter. He sets for these guys. And then Luneburg, as you guys probably know him, Gage Worsley, he plays for this team. And they have a lot of very good guys. I know Blake Leeson personally, actually. Good guy. Lots of good players on this team. This guy gets the most swings. Let's get into it. We'll stall. Let's watch. Starts off with Luneburg serving to him. I like this run real quick. Hmm, Interesting. And yeah, floater over the top. Oh, wow. This is crazy spacing here. Sorry. Let's check this out again real quick. Okay, diamond pass, they're in row one. This back row outside's hitting from the starting the five because that's where he's serve receiving from. But this is crazy spacing here. I can't say I mind it though. It's the only thing is it goes right in front of him. And I would say it's smarter just to attack here, but it's also like, okay, you don't want to give away that this guy's gonna dive in, you know? There's some pros, there's some cons to it. Keep watching here. Cornell gets him to jump without jumping. Tip. Tony Udy takes it. Fornell steps in. I like this. I like this a lot. Fornell, so this libero, he wouldn't be able to take it with his hands. And I mean, everyone has more control with their hands than their platform. So Fornell just steps in, puts up a hittable ball. Ball's in play. No, it's not. It went over the antenna. Okay, Tony Udy puts in a float here. Same thing. They run that same combo. This middle dives in, and he sets it. I love that. So I think the last time this guy, the same combo. He set the back row outside. Now he sets the middle. If one of those on that combo doesn't work, test the other one out. And then next time that he gets that chance, next time he's in that rotation, I guarantee he's going to run it up one of those two options again. I would say probably the middle, but we'll see. We'll find out. Let's check this out. I just want to see this joust, okay? Ball gets put tight. Everyone's trying to grab it. This middle doesn't grab it much. He like still is waiting for the swing. Real messy there. They keep playing. Tries to go for the hands there. Looks like he just completely missed it. For now, back to serve. Tries to shove it short. And he misses it. Fornell gets caught, and he does this a lot, I'm gonna be honest. When he plays defense, he gets caught here a lot instead of deep in the court, you know. But it happens. That happens. It's just a tendency of his, I would say. Tony Udy. Tony Udy's back row, he can't jump. Pass is too tight. And with a smaller setter, this is one of the weaknesses of having a smaller setter is any tight pass. It's just like you don't have as much control, you know. You kind of screwed if the pass goes tight. Okay, let's see. Actually, was this the game? Might have been. I don't know. Forget it. Don't even know what I was gonna say. I'm not even gonna say it. Okay. Spinner. Decent spin. Real nice spin. This guy contacts it really high too. I like that. And it just kind of has big drop to it. Call the double. That stinks. I think you know how the NCAA now it's legal for them to beautiful run here. And I saw TJ Sanders on his Instagram. He talked about a similar thing to this. And you see how he drops himself here and like lowers his hands a bit, kind of scrunches down, and this confirms what I thought it was like why people do this. Okay, what he's doing is he's scrunching down, taking it from a lower point so that the same there's like overlap on the routes that they're going on. So if he sets it with a little bit of power, it's going to the middle, but it's still on that same trajectory. But if he just throws more power into it, it's still on the same trajectory, but it's going further and it's going to the outside. And so it just kind of makes these guys a little bit confused. Blake Leeson gets hit over the top of it, looked like. I would have liked to see him throw it into the middle there, but it happens. Really nice swing. I think that's off that block there. Yeah, wow. I guess it didn't get called, but still. Real big hood here. Really good dive. And if he's diving, he still has to press over the net, and that's just a beautiful close of that angle, you know? That's beautiful. That's a great take. Good love. Really good contact point. Really good fast arm swing by Blake Gleason there. This camera isn't the best, I'm not gonna lie. Not the best graphics off of this puppy. It's a free ball over. Wow. It stinks that they don't take care of this here. But look where he transitions off. He starts getting off of the court. Okay. He should be further into the court, being ready to take this instead of he's too far and then it gets screwed up and then they're out of system. You know, Gage doesn't get this one. I'm not sure why. Just doesn't get it up. That stinks. Good pass though. Bounces back. Good pass. Real good block move. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this swing is just a little bit undisciplined. I think maybe it might have been a slight misconnection with his setter, but still, you got to find a sharper swing or a higher swing. And that's twice in a, I think it's twice, maybe not in a row, but twice now that this run, this 31 run works out well. So I'm gonna keep throwing to it until they make an adjustment. If I were the setter. I really like this set here. Wow. This is very interesting. Just the movement of it, how he rotates into it, clean hands, puts up a perfect ball. Whatever you have to do in this situation to put up a perfect ball. Like imagine you have that cart there or that like loop or whatever that people set into. Imagine you have that, hit it. You know, that's why people do work like that because they need to be hitting the windows on those instead of just, oh no, I'm gonna throw it high. If you can, that's what I consider like the semi-in system is like it's off the net, but like they can still put their hands on it. It's not just a slow ball, you know, but in or out. Looks like it was in. Blake Leeson. Oh, tough serve there. All right. No, Adam. Miss serve, miss serve. I do not like miss serves. I saw a video talking about miss serves in the NCAA and how people it should be like you can foul out with serves. I kind of like it though. Like that would actually change the game for a very good in a very good way because the men's game is slightly harder to watch from a spectator's standpoint than the women's game because the women's game misses way fewer serves. This is really nice here. I think it just he just didn't get good hand contact on it. That's so tough. Might have been a little bit too far behind him, but it's beautiful. That would have been it could have been beautiful there. Breakthrough. And I'm starting to kind of open up to being like just swinging towards this seam here sometimes and thinking maybe it is a decent idea, but it's a risky idea. Sometimes it's the right move and it will get you a kill here and there, but if you're doing it every single time, people are going to be able to take that away from you. Oh no, steps in, sets it. Beautiful block again. Again, like right here. Last time over there, they did score in between the blockers. This one, this guy closed it really well. And this guy, this outside here drops his hand just slightly and really takes care of it well there. Watch this, guys. This outside right here. Watch his right hand. I'll put it in slow-mo for you guys. Watch his right hand. Okay. What's happening? Come on. Yeah, slow-mo. There we go. Watch how he just drops it in just a little bit, not too much. Okay. Going high out of system here. Oh, it was going out, but I mean, he was right there. He's got to play it. Got to do what you got to do. And see this right here. This is much better by Fornal. He's disciplined. He's deep in the court. There's a triple block up there. There would be absolutely 0 point in him being here ready for a really good hit or something like that. That right there is the smart hit by that guy out there. So like take that away. If you're playing against good people, try and take away what would be the smart shot, if you respect them and think that they take smart shots or whatever, or take smart swings. This one's an interesting one. He stays high and it just goes off. It's not a bad block move though. It's just goes off his hands a little bit weird. That's all. Stinks. It's a good take by Blake Gleason here. Is the grass volleyball paying off? Hmm. Off the hands there, beautiful. Blake needs to close that block a little bit better instead of closing with his hands there. Good block move by that setter though. Yeah, he's the setter. He's making some really good block moves right now. He's pressing really well. Let's just check this out one more time. Look at that setter. Reaching forward, pressing really hard, both hands traveling together. And wow, like that's a good block move. It just, I think he just needs to press his right hand a little bit more here, and then he might have it. Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, they're making good moves. They're making good block moves. It just sometimes doesn't work out. Is this to the outside or the middle? I have no idea, but good adjustment by the outside there. Off the hands again. These are beautiful swings. If you want to play at a high level, you got to learn how to swing at people's hands and swing high because like there's going to be a point where you start playing against people who can take away so much of the court. So you just have to learn how to not even aim for the court anymore and just find the hands because that's the only option that you have at certain points. Like there's definitely a ton of plays where that happens. Beautiful. Launches it. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I like this stuff, man. I like this a lot because him going up here, he delays someone else's move a little bit, so to speak. Okay. So he makes this guy jump, and then now he's late getting back and getting set and getting ready. So now it's a single block. Boom, this guy goes. Smart by Tony Udy too, knowing that that guy jumped and setting there because that's the place that he couldn't close. That's really smart by him. Ooh, muffed pass by Gage. Gets him out of system still. That's goodness gracious. Ooh, nice. See, they have a lot of spacing between their routes here with the pipe in the middle. They space them out a lot. But I think it can be a good thing. I think it also just depends on your personnel. Some people you want to overlap a lot because you want them to be biting back and forth, but some people you just want to give them space to work. It just depends on the person. Some people have more range, some people just hit it from a really high point but don't have much range. It just depends on the people. And this is the second time that Fornal has had to step in like this. At this point, let him jump set because I mean you're out of system anyways. You might as well try and do something better. I like that by Gage. I like this by Gage, just running in, throwing it high, and that guy swinging sharp, real sharp. And Fornal tried to take it away. You see, tried to get around it, but it just went off his hands. Thumb down swing. And yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Did it go off his hand? Oh, it must have went off of the guy. Must have hit him on the way down. I didn't realize. Oh, it was in the court. Good block by Fornal. Fornal must have pressed really hard. I think this game's a 3-0 game. I think this is a 3-0 win by Jastrzebski, but still a very good game. These are two very high level teams. Gage is very interesting. I just want to point this out real quick. Gage is very interesting. He's kind of like Grebennikov style, where look at how he is while he's in serve receive. He's very Grebennikov style. Get ready, get pumped up, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how optimal it is though, because at this point, at this spot right here, how mobile is he? I don't know. I don't know. He's a much higher level libero than I would be, so I don't know. I'm just wondering. I'm curious why he does that specifically right there. Oh, that's a real high swing. High. And I'm wondering why this middle wasn't able to close. Let's see. Okay, he closed over here and he's late. He's got to hustle here. I think he's waiting to see if this guy jumps and he slows down. You got to get back to neutral because then he gets OT'd there. Tough, 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 tough. And it's beautiful. Is he over? We have no idea. He is not. Nice. It's a good swing by him. Being ready just to jump where you are and swing. I like that a lot. I think that's a big, very important thing in the men's game. It's a really high contact point for this setter here. I'm not sure why. Hmm. I like this dunk, but I like this move by Gage even more. He gets outside the block. If you can't see the hitter, you are limiting your ability. Like if he gets outside of where the block is. Some people call it the shadow of the block. If you're sitting in the shadow of the block in the five spot, you're not going to get hit much, you know? Like not many times does it go to the five spot off of people's hands. And if it does, it's usually loopy and it's high. Like that's not the immediate one that you need to be covering. You need to be outside of the shadow of the block, waiting for that one, that sharp swing and stuff like that, you know? No pipe option going high to the right side here. I mean, not high, but throwing it pretty high because this guy jumps real high. It's a really nice swing though. Beautiful swing here. I mean, sharp down the line, hard, deep, clean, high, hard, deep, clean, down the line. Real nice. I don't know about this move by Blake Gleason here. Blake Gleason. Hmm. I guess maybe sometimes they would go quick to Fornal here. Maybe that's what he's trying to protect, but and then this number 8, yeah, he just kind of muffed that dig a little bit too. Follow him, Blake. Follow him and get on a route. In my opinion, I think Blake Leeson should be approaching right here on a 31 or whatever you might call it, but they might have a limit to what they call, or like a limit to how far he can follow him. Beautiful block by number 8 there, taking away that cross. He might be a little bit too wide for some coaches' liking, but I think that's a beautiful block there. Are these two number 8s? I'm so confused right now. Are these guys both number 8? Is he number 9 hitting the ball right now? Yeah, okay. Weird. Oh my goodness. That is a bomb. And look at okay, so he's patient, he's slow, and then he's explosive when he starts hitting the ball. Look at the acceleration in his body movement. It's if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Floater taken care of, kind of. Blake's got to kind of track the ball here better. See, okay, one thing I don't like, and like I'm kind of tearing you apart. I don't know. I think you're playing well, fine, but whatever. He immediately after this pass tracks the ball, and then like this is where he starts watching where the setter is. I think you should be watching where the ball is through this far more because look at how he almost jumps into him because that setter accelerated. Okay, the setter is going to get to the ball. Don't watch the setter because his movement's going to be pretty inconsistent and he could accelerate and stuff. This ball is not going to change its path while it's going in the air here. Okay, and Blake Leeson almost jumps on the setter there. So middles. Look at his eye. Look at his head here. Look at where his eyes. Look at how he's tracking the ball. Right here, he goes to the setter. Watch the ball almost the entire time. Okay. what my old coach used to say was track the ball until you can see both the ball and the setter at the same time. Then you can look at either one. Okay. But track the ball so you know where to approach because that setter is going to go to the ball. And maybe you can go back and forth, look back and forth, but I think it's very important. Oh, this is a replay. The ball boys messed it up a bit. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Ball almost goes on the court. Kiddo hustles. Still has to replay it though. Good float to the 5 spot. Semi-in system. Tipper. Good close by that middle here. Let's see that move. Good close. I mean, he kind of cheated, but nonetheless, it was a good read of the play, I guess. Ready? Yeah, at some point, at a certain point, you need to stop moving and just be ready to explode from where you are instead of taking small steps, small steps, small steps, and then going, you know? That's like a French discipline that I've heard of like just stopping moving at a certain point because you see, I mean, I used to do this a lot too, which I'm trying to kind of overcome. But when I play defense, and I mean, I think the same principle applies for blocking. But on defense, I'm moving around so much. Moving around so much, and then on the hitter's contact, I am moving one way, and then it gets hit the other way. You have to be stable and balanced on the point of contact on whatever the player is doing, setting or hitting. Okay. This triple blocker, this third blocker, just needs to press this left hand a bit more here. He moves his arms over to close that seam, but he needs to close that seam and press at the same time, and press that left hand especially. Yeah. I need to start working on that too. Let's see this. Let's see this move here. Yeah, see, look at this angle. Look at this angle that this guy blocks at. Okay. He's almost facing the hitter at this point, this third blocker. He doesn't close the block extremely well, but he's almost facing this hitter and then he presses and look where the ball goes. So he's facing him. He's like kind of opened up to this hitter, and yet it still goes this way. Okay. But then if you go, let's go back to that other play. Let's go back to it. Sorry. Let's go back to this. This guy is facing the court or facing the net, I'd say is more accurate. And then look where the ball sneaks. The ball's able to sneak past him. Okay. Hope you guys see what I'm talking about there. Let's see this block move one more time, and you can compare it. Okay. And I'm not saying that's a perfect move, but these are very different moves. Okay. Neither one is perfect, but they're different and they work for different reasons. Well, the one worked, the other one didn't work for a reason that I'm trying to point out. You get me. Hope you get me. Okay. Overpass is a good dig. I'm fine with it as a hitter. And you got to go over here. Let's see this route. See again this spacing. And this is what I like more is attacking the spacing in between the blockers. Let's see how he closed it off though. I mean, wow. Just a beautiful, beautiful reach by that middle here. Look at those arms, man. Wow. Good for him. Good for you, kid. Good for you, middle. You're a big guy. Good job. This guy's a big dude too. Who is he? Blocked by Torvi. Big dude. He is a large human serving it up. Big rip. They're out of system. They're freaking out. Fornal. Nope, not Fornal, but it's a good swing. Skipping it off the hands there. And again, same thing with this guy. Triple block. A little bit soft. Gets used. Ooh. This guy is a really good blocker. I would love to play beach volleyball with this guy because he is making some beautiful reads and pressing really, really well. Who is he? Let's see who he is. Bremy. I'm gonna see if I can hit him up and play some beach volleyball with him or something. Ooh, ooh, okay. Oh, wow. Bomb. Absolute bomb. Gage Worsley tries to sit in. Love it. See, this is Gage's style. He sells out. When I say sell out, he can't move from this spot right here. So that's what I mean when I say selling out. Okay. He sells out. If it hits him, it's right at him. If it hits around him, there's no chance of him moving. So that's his style. Personally, I think it's better to still be able to move wherever you are. If it's going to hit you, you're probably going to react anyways. Okay. Spinner out of bounds. Goodbye. Spinner inbounds. Thank you. Okay pass, two pass. Rips it through the seam. See, it works out sometimes. It just depends on who you're playing. Like some people, when they don't close the block phenomenally. This is, I think, I think Blake Leeson could have closed that block much better there. But let's see if number three kind of went far. Depending on what your tactic is, maybe number three went far. Maybe Blake Leeson didn't close it. No matter what, in my opinion, I'd say Blake needs to close this block. I don't know if Fornal saw it or if he just said, screw it, I'm ripping and I'm going to swing. No matter what, it worked out. There it is. Great swing. Let's see how he tracks the ball here. Yeah, he goes right to the center again. I mean, that was a perfect pass, but still. And Blake Leeson, he has a really quick arm swing, real snappy. And he's hitting the ball before this guy even gets his hands over the net. Okay, you have to be quick. Middles, you want to be big, but your arm swing needs to be quick, you know? You need to be snappy. You need to be fast with everything that you do, with all the swings that you do. Okay. Because the middle route, the fast tempo, the point of the fast tempo is to beat the block with speed. So if your arm swing is super slow and blocky or whatever words you might use, if it's slow and weird and it's not fast and snappy, then you're not going to be able to beat the block with speed very often. Okay. And yeah, like you want to be able to go OT on people too. But if you can go OT fast, that's even better. Even better, you know? So middles, train fast arm swings, swing fast. Like a great example of this is Cameron Thorne. Cameron Thorne, I think, has a really fast arm swing. Also, oh shoot, I don't know what his name is, but UCI, there's a UCI middle who I think has a very snappy, fast arm swing who has been playing very well. And I don't know what his name is, but he's very nice. He's very good. I've seen some highlights of him. He's got a really fast arm swing. He's been bouncing some balls, hitting some really cool angles, and it's fast. He's beating the block with speed because his arm swing is super fast. Hopefully, maybe I can show you guys an example in this game if a middle does something slow and weird. It's a nice tip. I really like this tip here. He gets it at a really high point, lets it get into his hand, and then tips it downward. Really nice there. That's tough to defend as a five-cut defender. It's a really nice take there. Lefty, I don't know who this lefty guy is. I think he might have just got subbed in. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. He might be a young guy. No idea. Big serve by who is that? Don't know. It's a really big serve though. It's a big old ace. From the five spot too. Like this is a really tough serve. Straight to him. He's got to get that angle around the ball a bit better, but tough. This right side's got to be able to step in here. Look at the posture. Look at the posture. As this play is developing, the pass goes over here. Look at this guy's posture right here. Okay. He's standing straight up. He's standing straight up. He's not ready for it to hit to him. What if this guy, when he kicks it, it goes all the way over here? Or what actually happened was it goes short here. And this guy's finally trying to get ready there. And if he was ready to go and following this guy instead of walking into it, he might have been able to put that ball over. And that's the end of the second set there. Ooh, here we go. Ace time. Let's see that one more time. There we go. Skipped it off. I think number nine. I just want to see it one more time. Sorry, guys. Yeah, connected early. Connects his arms early. Then tries to get the angle. ball's going to skip off. You're slower when you're connected too. If you're connected, you're moving your arms slower too. If you're just, you know, hope you guys know what I mean there. I always say some random stuff there. Oh, that's a really nice swing. Oh, that's a nice one. Beautiful. Real nice rep. And that's for that was the outside there. Real nice. And I like this body movement by Tony Udy here. I think it might have been the first play of the game, something like that. Tony Udy did this similar thing. He rotated and followed the middle as he's rotating with his body. And then look what he does. He just pops it up right for that pipe here. And that completely fakes out this middle and gives that pipe a really good chance to score. Really nice serve by Fornal there. Little little messy joust battle here. I don't mind it. Everyone's trying to get their hands on it. It just moves a little bit weird. That stinks. Fornal, decent pass. Is that off the hands? Wow. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like right there. Like, if that's off the hands, if you can do that right there off the hands, I mean, come on, no defender is going to be sitting 20 feet behind the court. Come on, nobody's touching that. Those are really nice serves, by the way. This middle. Rip those serves. Mm. Okay, this is a good example of your shoulders and how they should be turned when you're middle. He opens up really early, and that look at how his shoulders are not parallel to the net. Okay. If you're parallel to the net, you can press straight forward really well. Okay. But look, he opens up, and then he's not able to close that left hand well enough, and it sneaks right under him. Especially if he's jumping that high, too. If he's jumping that high, then it's going to sneak right under his armpit, you know? He, Cornell kind of gets his right leg stuck there. He's putting all his weight on this right leg, and he's not able to open up his hips and make a good enough angle there. So in my opinion, if he would have been able to put his weight on this left foot and then open up and make a better angle, he could have dimed this ball. Hmm. Oh wow. Again, another beautiful run down the pipe. And they on this pipe, they really let this guy reach. And I really like that. I really like that a lot because I mean that's a tough one to defend right there. Wow. That's a bomb. And they're hitting it. I think they have a really nice pep connection. He's hitting it at his peak with still decent tempo, you know, like that's a beautiful run. And that I think they have a perfect tempo worked out for them for that pipe. Some players, some teams run it too quick. Some teams run it too fat, too high and slow, and it doesn't do enough. Beautiful. Wow. What did he do? Kick that up? That's crazy. Again, that is kind of a similar thing there, but I think it was more just the play developing. Blake Leeson thinks that he's doing that. He guessed. That's fine. That happens. That happens. He's reading the play. He's doing what he can. Where'd this go? Where'd this go? Over the top. Wow, look at the swing. He lets it stay high. That's beautiful. That's a really nice swing. I've said that's beautiful maybe 20 times this entire video so far. I've said it so much. I don't know. I just love the game of volleyball. I think it's a beautiful sport. Aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, get that out of here, huh? I like Fornal too because he talks a lot of crap. I'm a big fan of Fornal. And when Poland was playing against the USA in the Olympics, um, obviously I didn't like it at the time because I wanted the USA to win. But Fornal was talking crap the entire time, staring people down, doing that That's bad. I guess. Okay. I think it's cool. I think we should be able to talk some crap in volleyball. I mean, there's a net separating us, okay? And we should be men enough to talk some crap without, oh my gosh, oh, I'm gonna have to fight you now. Talk some crap. Who cares? It's a sport. You should be able to talk some snap, talk some smack, miss serve. Like if I just block the crap out of you, let me do it. Come on, let me talk some snack. Let me talk some smack. Good run. Let's see that one more time. Tony Udy, experience. He's comfortable with it. He knows he can hit that window. Beautiful. There we go. You see, I like this much better. I would much rather have this than taking the pipe out of it. Okay, because he's ready. He can just do this. He can still approach from here. He can still go up and take a good approach over here. He might even set him. No, he didn't. But that's fine. Hmm. Yeah, he drops him, passes four. Decent pass though. Ooh, misconnection kind of, but hey, it still works out. They cheat a little bit over. I don't mind it though. I think it's important as a setter, if you really want to play chess, I think it's important to know your own players' tendencies as well. Because like if you're watching film on a team and you're like, okay, we're gonna play these guys. I want to know where these guys swing usually and where their serves go usually and whatever. I think it's also important to know where your hitters swing usually. Because if you're truly trying to play with that block and like abuse that block, that's got to be a big part of it too. Tony Udy drops because he's a small blocker there. Mhm. And Fornal's a really good jouster, if you can say that. He puts his hands right on the ball. The ball's tight. If the ball's tight, grab the dang ball. Don't try and be big and block up here. Grab the ball. Even if you like have to genuinely go like this, grab the ball. Big swing. Didn't get the dig. Fornal takes it cross. Nice there. All right, we got 16-14. Jastrzebski. No. He's mad. He's mad. That libero got mad. He did not like that. He hit that ball. Okay. These guys aren't passing too phenomenally right now. Wow. Another great line swing. That barely sneaks by him. That barely sneaks by for now, but like that's what happens when you swing down that line, you know? It's a beautiful swing. Again, this is the 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 route overlap, you might say. Okay. From this angle, it looks like it from a very early point, it looks like he's setting middle because he puts it real high right here. And it's either tippy tap, and then boom, it's to the middle. If he goes over it, it's to the back row. Beautiful. Route overlap will mess with the blockers' heads. I don't know if that's the actual word that people call it, but hopefully you get what I'm saying. Ooh, out of bounds. I think I've talked about that before. It was probably in if I watched Modena this year. I think I probably talked about it because DeCecco's a really good example of that if you watch him pretty habitually. Big serve, really big serve again. Overpass. Fornell takes it. Let's see how this all develops. Sorry. How it develops here. Really good. Tony Udy does that turn a lot. And I think he uses it too, like a poker tell almost. But then he just plays off of it. And that's what like really good poker players do is they know that they have a few tells and they use their tells at specific times. And I think Tony Udy does that as well. Is he uses that turn in really specific ways. Oh wow. See that defensive move one more time. That's tough. That's tough. Whew. This guy comes out of nowhere. Blake Leeson, I feel like he needs to work on how he tracks the ball and his hitters, you know, as a blocker and as an attacker too, because again, same thing here. Once the pass is up, switches his eyes to this setter. I think that's a little bit off. Because look at where he's approaching here. I don't know. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's like the correct spacing and stuff. I don't know. Just my opinion though. Just my opinion. I could be wrong. I am not a middle, and I am not in the German league yet. Beautiful swing, finishes it off. Great swing down the line, and that's game. Great game. Thanks for watching, guys.